the two key players of the Formula One in School program representative from College Leaders Bitara. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Great, feeling great, sir.
Okay, come on, introduce yourself to the audience and to us.
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Bitara. I am the design engineer for Team Bitara.
Hi everyone, I am Nur Aliawardia, the resource manager of Team Bitara.
So you were an engineer in this team,
Yeah.
and you are a resource manager.
Yes.
Wow, this is something new. Because to be honest, as a civilian, I never understand this program before. This Formula One in School, I'm a bit confused actually. So I believe today you have a lot to tell, right?
Yes.
So this table is yours. Go. Tell me, what is it all about?
So F1 in School is a competition that is based by STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
Wow.
The goal was to draw the attention from younger generation in engineering and entrepreneurship in an interesting way. And F1 in School only have one competition in a year, but it is divided into 3 different levels. So we have regional and national that will be held in our own country, and we will have the world finals that we bring all the podium winner from around the world.
Around the world. So this is a global program.
Yes.
Well, imagine that, representing Malaysia for the world events.
Yes.
I see anything else you can share?
Yes, this competition also involves a group of 3 to 6 students from the age of 13 to 17, and where they need to build a air-powered Formula F1 car following a pathway of engineering and manufacturing industry.
Okay, this is interesting because I have in mind is that they have to build a real scale Formula One car. It turns out they only have to build what?
A miniature car.
A miniature of the car. If we can show to our audience, can you show us some of the model? What do we call it? Model?
Mini car.
Mini car. Can you show some of the models, please?
Yeah.
They have their names, right? Each and every one of this car.
Yeah, some of the team name their cars, but some of them just call their cars by their team name.
Yes.
Oh, really? So what is the name of this car?
Why don't we just call it Aztec?
Aztec.
Yes.
And I saw a few sponsors over there, like Asiata and other big corporate companies. And because this program includes an element of entrepreneurship, you
Yes.
mentioned just now. So I believe there are more things that we have to discover first. So talking about this team, would you mind sharing with us the history or the establishment, the story behind this club?
So F1 School Club actually founded in 2014.
2014.
But it used to call as Olympians.
They are
But
known as Olympians.
yeah,
Yes.
for like 1 to 2 years. But actually far before 2014, in 2012, we first entered this competition through Storm Races. We win the Best Newcomer Award. And F1 in School really caught everyone's attention in 2018 when Sinonix turns into Vencera and they win the national champion, and they went to Abu Dhabi for the world finals.
So Sinonix, this I'm referring to a team's name. Sinonix, they transform into Vincera.
Yes.
So it requires, there are elements of collaborations, right? We have to collaborate and we
Yes.
create something new, something better than before. And then the Vincera, they won the world finals or what?
No, they didn't win the world finals, but
They get
they
the over.
gained experience.
Wow. So well, I believe the moment you win the finals and representing Malaysia, that is considered as a winning ticket for you.
Yes.
Right? Dah menang dah. All right. So again, the establishment of this club. Anything else you want to add? So this is the place. We are currently filming at the Formula One Club. So these are the plays that I wish we can share it to our audience, but that could be in a different program. So stay tuned for more for the next part. Okay. Now, before we talk about the establishment of this club, can you tell us more about the competition? Because this is an annual program. What happens once a year? Is that you win it or you lose it? Right. What's the vibe of the competitions? Can you share with us?
The journey to the competition is about 6 months. We prepared.
6 months?
Yeah, we
Yes.
prepared for about 6 months.
6 months in school.
Yeah.
School, home, COVID.
Online,
Yes.
offline.
Everything about F1 for this season.
But in a wink of eye, sir, in a wink of eye, suddenly the competition is over. It's
Yes.
all about luck.
Hold up. You have to spend 6 months and you go to a competition,
Yes.
10 seconds and that's it. The
Yes.
show's over. End of competition. It's either you win it or lose it. But the journey itself took 6 months?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Wow, let it sink for a while. Okay, 6 months. I believe there are challenges that you will face, right? So mind sharing with us among the challenges?
First of all, we were informed about the new team when we were at our home.
What was this year's theme?
This is team. In F1 school, we don't have teams.
Oh, it's not theme,
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, team.
Okay, my mistake. Right, go on.
So we just know who are our team members, and at first I'm not so close with two of my other team, which is
Your other partner.
Afiq and
Khairul.
Shafiq, since they are not my
Okay,
classmates.
sensor nanti disebut nanti sensor right? Okay.
Since they are not my classmate, so it takes a while for us to adjust with online to build the chemistry to finally private message for doing
This one
work.
has a theme. The theme is adaptation. We need time to adapt, right?
Yes.
Like how people in the first time try to adapt how a podcast will be like. That's how life works. So, and I believe you have more to tell in the next segment. Oh, establishment of this club. Tell us more about it. History.
F1 School actually founded in 2014.
2014.
But before the club actually founded, we have entered the competition in 2012,
2012.
and we win the Best Newcomer Award from Storm Racer.
Okay.
And during the 2014, the club is not F1 in School Club, but it is Olympians F1.
Olympians of one.
So the name of Olympians F1 stayed for 1 to 2 years.
And that's it. It's over.
No.
Dikuburkan. Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the club actually really get everyone attention in 2017 to 2018 when Sinonix, the junior team Sinonix, turned into senior team Vencera, win the national champion for the first time for Jenis Pintar.
Yes.
And they get to go to Abu Dhabi.
That is
for
one
their
historical
World
event, I think.
Yeah.
The first ever team from this club to represent Malaysia for the World Finals. That's awesome. Sinonix transform into.
Venture.
So it requires transformation, right?
Yes.
You transform into a better version of yourself, a much more efficient person of yourself, right, Akila? Being a team manager and all that, right? So each and one of us have our own part. Can I recall your role is as an engineer, right? Can you tell us more about being an engineer for this team?
So since we have two different engineers, we have design engineer and manufacture engineer. For World, we have 3 engineers.
3 engineers.
Yeah, design
How many
is-
cars you have to create?
We have to manufacture 2 similar cars.
2 similar cars, so
Yeah.
there's no back car.
No.
2 exactly the same.
2
car.
identical.
2 identical cars.
Yes.
Okay, I sense a bit of challenge there. Okay, what else?
So I have to work close with both of them since,
Whom you don't like? In the beginning.
yeah, maybe.
Alright, in the beginning. Alright.
So for design, I can design like very marvelous idea outside of the box that you can never imagine.
Can't imagine.
But
Can't imagine.
even my mind can beat the machine. So I need to talk with my manufacturing engineer, like, can we actually do this? So like he will give me some advice. Maybe
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
will give me
Go
some
on.
advice. Okay, maybe you should do this like this so that it is able to be manufactured, and we have technical engineers so
Alright.
that we are able to really follow the technical regulation,
Okay.
since it is very crucial for the scrutineering.
So it requires communication as well,
Yes.
right? That's the key ingredient actually of this competition. So there are a few cornerstones that of what makes this competition amazing. You have to collaborate, you have to transform, you have to now communicate well,
Yes.
which involves you communicating with people with the opposite of your gender,
Yes.
guys,
Indeed.
like real guys, you know, and you have to adapt, even though you don't like it. Right? We will be back. Stay tuned. We are back again. We really want to know more about this program, about its people, about the team, about the challenges. Now we come to the point where we're going to discuss some of the, let me see, some of the success ingredients of this team, because they need to somehow know the vision of this club. Okay, they have to somehow know where this team will go after this, because this is a legacy we're talking about. So share with us, what is your vision about this club, where you want to go. But before that, I think we have discovered what being an engineer of a team looks like. But how about you? You are the resource manager of this team, Marudia. Tell us more about your duties in this club, in this
So-
team.
So basically, the resource manager is the backbone of the team, as I need to manage this team budget. So if there's no money, there's no car, right?
No money, no car, they say.
Yes.
Money, no
Right.
So I need to find the sponsor, and I need to convince them so that they can sponsor us. But I need to give something in return for them
Yes, yes,
that
yes,
we
of
call
course.
as return of investment.
Alright, yes.
So another thing that I need to do is I need to find a collaborators so that we can do a team branding. So I need to work closely with the graphic design.
Again, collaboration.
Yes.
I was quite surprised that you have to go further to the point you have to find sponsors
Yes.
for your project. Oh my. So, how difficult it is to secure a sponsorship?
It is very difficult at first because since we are a new team, so we need to find something that they like, oh okay, this team have something that other team don't have. So we need to sponsor them. So it's very hard to convince them, but since we have seniors that give us a good tips, so we managed to secure the
Do
sponsorship.
you have any stories or experience that you wish to share in terms of seeking for sponsors? When you have to do presentations to them, right, to convince them that it's
Yes.
really worth it to sponsor our team. Any experience to share?
I have a story. At first, when I need to meet my first sponsor, I was very scared because it's my first sponsor.
Of course,
So
yes.
I need to think how to convince them. And also that day is like a tough day for me because we have a school at the morning. So luckily I have prepared some of the material to present to them, and they also like what I have presented, and they agreed to sponsor us.
I would like to ask something. This happened on top of assignments, on top of
Yes.
class presentations, on top of experiments and all that. You
Yes.
have to do it while going to school at the same time.
Yes.
Wow. Speechless. So thank you very much. So can both of you now share with us what is your vision of this club?
Can you go first?
Yeah, my dear.
For me, our school have a successful dominate the national round, and inshallah our school will dominate the world round. So we really aim for the
we pray for
podium.
that. We pray for that.
Since in Malaysia F1 history, the first and last team that managed to go to podium is Mercurial Ace from SMK Convent Bukit Nanas, which is in
Yeah.
2007. So since we have many seniors which have a lot of experience, so it gives us a lot of advantages, so that we can get new tips or trick for us, and we can improve better.
Hold that thought for a while. So this is a window of opportunity for you to perform and bring Malaysia to the top of the rank. How awesome. It brings there is a sense of responsibility that you have to bear
Yes.
on your shoulders,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But people say penat apa? berat mata memandang, berat lagi
Lagi
bahu
bahu
yang
memikul.
memikul. Right. So only they know how it feels like 6 months, right? Okay. Any other visions that you can see for this club in the future?
Okay, I just hope this club will always forever exist and be active, since we had worked very hard to finally now we had our own CNC machine 3D printing. This is a long journey to finally get it.
Yes.
And expensive as well.
Yeah,
How
it's-
much is this machine?
It's around 18,000?
80,000.
80,000.
And it's the only
cheap.
one in Malaysia.
Yes.
And so every competition.
Can't imagine. That thing over there, go. Only one in Malaysia, and it's here in front of us, and we're using it for the round lights. Right. All right. So, any other thing you should envision?
I am very.
Okay, we have our juniors here in the school. We have the current, the new batch coming in, and there are members for the junior members now. How do you instill in their head that this journey is not easy, but it's doable? What would you like to say to them?
Our advice to them is don't try to come out from their comfort zone and don't afraid to try new things. Also believe in themselves. Since in F1 in school, we can choose our own role, so you know what's your strength, and it's easy for you to work in this team later. And eventually, you know, like when you already passed the 6 months, you can notice that you really enjoy the journey. So throughout these 6 months, don't be too stressed and just enjoy the flow.
So it is enjoyable actually.
Yes.
In what
It's
way?
stressful, but it's really enjoyable.
We want to know. It's challenging, it's tiring, but it's enjoyable. In what way? Mind sharing it with us? We want to know, right?
Like for me, I would just be sincere to all the club members that this journey is not easy, so that they had in their mind from the start, okay, this is not easy. But I also remind them to know what is their goals, why they actually enter this.
The purpose.
Yeah.
Why are you here in the first place, right?
Yeah, I think that is the key to like
Wow.
sustain in this F1 in school. You need to have a very strong patience in F1 in school, so that you will have it will be a very rocky journey, but at last when you get what you want, all the rocky journey just turn into slide, so smooth.
So, so may I add something? So
Please.
one of the most important skills in F1 in school, which is communication, as we will work in team. Like, so as a team members, we need to know what is our teammates' progress.
Of course.
So we can like help them or give opinion. In this competition, it's all about give opinion and also accepting them and help us to improve better. So if you don't have communicate between the team members, it will be very hard to solve the upcoming task, and it will be delay all your progress.
Okay. Well, I never thought that this competition will be so diverse and complex and at the
Yes.
same time enjoyable. I think we will be back again after this with much more detail about this team. Why are they here and what message they wish to convey? Stay tuned. Okay, we're back again. This time around, I'm addressing the Bitara team members. Am I pronouncing correct?
Yes.
Okay, introduce yourself. Introduce your name. What's the name? Let's talk about the name. Bitara. In English, Bitara is
Unique.
unique, different in its own way. Tell us more about the name Bitara.
So basically, Bitara means B is a no or tiada,
Tiada.
but Tara is a limit.
Oh.
So if we combine those words, we will get tiada Tara, which is no limit.
Wow.
So it really suits our slogan, the unbeatable.
Sky is the limit, they say.
Yes.
Right.
We choose the word because it's a Malay word. It shows that we want to represent Malaysia to F1 in school worldwide.
That's amazing. Even the Bitara name has its own story behind it.
Yes.
Tell us more about Bitara. I believe this is a transformation as well, because before this, you guys are known as
Meliora Racing.
Okay, what is Meliora?
Meliora is a Latin word. So it means better. So the team symbolize our vision, which is to be better in every task we do. Like the task one, we will improve until the final one. So that's why we choose the name Meliora.
Since it was our first time joining F1, so there's a lot for us to improve.
Yes.
So I think better Meliora is the best to represent us.
Okay, you guys are secretly a Meliora, but now you guys are Bitara because I heard about something about collaborations at the other teams as well from other school. Right?
Yes.
Mind clearing things up for us?
So for the national champion, they will go to the United Kingdom for the
Yes.
World Finals alone, and then the second place will go collaboration, but international collaboration. They will collaborate with
That's even better from other countries.
Yes.
And then us, the third place, will collaborate with the development class champion for the
Which is what's the name of the school?
KVS Cyclone. It's
The
from
team
College
is KVS
Vocational
Cyclone.
Sepang.
College Vocational Sepang.
Yes.
Have you ever had a chance to meet the team members there?
Yes. We recently meet them last week. Then we have a conversation with them, and surprisingly, we can get into them. Yeah.
Surprisingly, you just said
Yes.
surprisingly. Okay.
Because-
Again, you said it just now, communication is important.
Yes.
Right? Wow, Team Bitara. So, which includes building a totally brand new car
Yes.
from scratch. That is one interesting challenge. How about that?
So since we have two different design engineers now, what we did is both of us design a car, and we will test it using the virtual analysis, CFD, flow design, NCs. So we will pick the top three that has the lowest drag force, the lowest
I
downforce.
see.
So after that, we will be manufacturing those three cars, and we'll test it physically using our track and also wind tunnel.
Okay. I would
That's
like
a
to
lot
add
of process.
something.
Yes, Morgan.
Since we have collaborated, so we have two team managers. So from
Two
that,
team managers?
yes,
Wow, I didn't know that.
yes, we have two team managers.
Gila?
Then we need to change a role. Then you have three managers: the marketing manager, team manager, and resource manager. So from that, we can learn how they manage their team, and we can improve our team, so it will be a better team.
Oh, it's because we are representing Malaysia, right?
Yes.
So we have to recruit more minds and
Yes.
more brains in our team.
We have to upgrade our game.
Yeah.
Which includes adding more engineers, I heard.
Yes.
What about that?
I think at first I may be quite skeptical with this idea.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, because we will have two design engineers, and every design engineer have their own signature.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, but when we're in a team, we need to combine to become one.
Wow.
And it's not easy.
That
Yes.
alone is a challenge,
That's
a
very
big one, I guess.
Yeah, but because we have many more minds, so we have many more unique ideas. So the range is now larger, and so like we had tested like that. We have found like different ideas that actually could be better, but because before this the challenge is up, so when the challenge is more stronger now, because we have to design both competing each other, so we just come up with a greater design.
Can't imagine. Was it a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Both of them are boys because they
That
are a
explains
boys' school.
everything. There's a big challenge over there.
Yes.
Can we go sidetrack for a while? Let us talk about, in this case, I think the project or the team manager play an important role.
Yes.
Not just in terms of technicalities, but in terms of binding these two brains together. Because they say we have two engineers. What engineer just now?
Technical
Technical engineer.
The other engineer, manufacturing engineer.
design engineer, technical engineer.
So two each.
No. Actually, both of us is design engineer, but we couldn't have two design engineer in a team,
Yes.
so we renamed it into technical
And we
engineer.
were allowed to do that as well.
Yeah.
That's also applied to the managers because previously we have two team managers. Then we rebrand the name into the marketing manager. Yes. So now we have 3 managers.
It's a bit complicated for a common guy like
Yes.
me, but now I can sense the prestigious of this competition already.
Actually, it could be better since when we have more members, our scope becomes smaller.
Yes.
Since previously, when I am the only design engineer,
Okay.
I'm the one design, and then I'm the one doing analysis.
Okay.
I'm the one that check whether it apply with the technical regulation, and I'm also the one that doing the render and then and many more. But now, like we separate it into a smaller scope.
Wow.
So I design, he design, but then he check the technical regulation because technical engineer, and then I do the render. So the scope becomes smaller, so the work become better.
I also agree with Alia because in enterprise division, right, past year we need to do a collaboration, and we also know that their team has a few collaboration with a university and expert, so it's become easier for us, especially in engineering side, to learn something from their expert, and it also can add points to our marketing activity.
Marketing, again,
Yes.
entrepreneurship as one of the main cornerstones of this competition. It's not easy. It's not easy to get where you are right now. You are like at the final stage of, really representing, really put
Yes.
on this Malaysian jersey, fighting for our country. What does it take, like? What does it take to be where you are right now? What are the challenges? Other than communication, other than technicalities, how about something that we have inside? Our mindset, our emotions. Can you tell more about that? In your own experience or story?
So while preparing for this world final, I have like a few things go out in my mind because the first one is high expectations. Since we are the next team since 2 years that managed to go to the world final, so we have we get a high expectation from the teachers, from our school administration, our friends, and our sponsor. So we will try our best to get the place and excel in every element.
Awesome. So it puts pressure on.
Yes.
It's like pressuring you into we have to do very, very well. We have to perform because all those people are looking out for us.
Yes.
Right. Any other experience on your behalf as an engineer? I mean, engineering is it all about technicalities? Is there any other part of engineering that people don't know? In terms of the way they think, you have to be creative or do you have to be critical?
For design engineer, you need to be creative. But
Creative.
Yeah. But for manufacturing engineer, you need to be critical. You need to be
Again, I
detailed.
think we need to understand this. This is very beautiful. This is a branch of knowledge that all people have to know. Again,
So if you are a design engineer,
Design
you need to
engineer.
be creative.
creative.
Okay, because you are playing with aerodynamics and so on.
Alright.
But for manufacturing engineer, you need to be critical. You need to be detailed
I see.
because alignment plays big role in to like secure the fastest car.
Alignment.
Yeah, alignment.
Wow.
So it requires detail.
I don't know what to say. It sounds so awesome. Am I right? But then, is there any other? Okay, how about the current progress? Will you mind sharing with us where you are right now?
From the enterprise division, we are currently executing our marketing activities such as Bitara on wheel,
I see.
and we are also currently planning for our sustainability activity, which is activity that will benefit for a long time.
Sustainability.
Yes.
What kind of a sustainability we're talking about?
We are focusing on 3 sections, which is environment, economic, and social. Like what activity that we did that can benefit them. For example, if we have a talk with our juniors, or we have a talk with primary
A
children.
podcast like this?
Yes. So
Awesome.
we can also introduce them to F1, and besides that, we can also promote our team, which is Team Bitara.
So marks will be taken
Yes.
from your effort in conducting this and giving lectures to your juniors and all that.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Other than that,
F1
Any other
is
things?
very detailed. Like they care how we initiate our project until how we close our project.
Initiate and close.
Okay, so we have project management portfolio where they ask us like how we initiate our project, and then our timeline. They will judge our timeline also, and they will also judge how we monitoring and closing process. So after we finish our project, how we will make sure that our experience, what we learn, will not just be wasted like that.
Yeah, it's an evaluation. We need to do evaluation in each
Constantly.
project.
It brings me to a conclusion, saying the gist of this competition is that not only you have to replicate a real Formula One car, you also replicate the real life process of how Formula One car industry really work.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you know, the real Formula One car, it took a lot of expert engineers for them to conduct a race. Before the start of a race, how many engineers do we have? How many project managers do we have? Top of the world, right? Like what Petronas is collaborating with Mercedes-Benz,
yes,
and they have their own team, and it's awesome.
8 times.
8 times world champion.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're looking forward for your first world championship. How about that?
Inshallah.
Masuk kan, kena sekalian.
Yes.
The unbeatable, sir.
Yeah.
But inshallah, we try our best. Before we get into the cars and all that, any advice for those out there, perhaps one of the juniors from other schools, any advice for them, if let's say they really want to join this competition seriously, can you give them a word of advice?
What I'm thinking is, many people assume that F1 is just we just need to create a car. Oh, if you get a fastest car, you can just win. But it's not. So we, as a team Bitara, want to change the stigma, which is the F1 is not only about car. It's about team management. It's about project management. It's about how you handle the team. So if you excel in car or engineering, if you really not excel in enterprise, you will not get the champion. But you need to balance both sides, which is enterprise and engineering. So in order to get that,
All elements have to work together.
Yes.
Then only we can move the
Yes.
championship into our hands. Can I put it that way?
yes.
Thank you so much. And I believe you can show them some pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we move this one? Right. Perhaps some pictures to show. Perhaps our beloved project manager can come forward a bit. This is podcast, by the way, not an interview.
Yes.
All right. Have
So we
something
have
to
to
show.
check it.
Okay. How about that?
Actually, in the picture, we miss someone,
Yeah.
which is Khairul Haziq Shafiq, because he couldn't be with us today because
He is
now
diagnosed with COVID-19.
Let's pray for him.
Yes.
Right. So he's the only flower among the thorns, or the only thorn among the flowers.
The only thorn among the
Good
flowers.
to know. Good to know.
Yes.
Right. Anything else to share? Can I go to the next slide?
Yes.
Tell us something.
As we can see here is our previous senior team, which is Vencera Racing,
Can I
that
have
managed to go to the world final.
Okay. Okay.
So actually,
That's it,
this is not the original team members.
Yeah.
Because sadly, where the original team members are sitting on SPM during that time.
SPM.
Yeah, a very
So-
The
important
dreaded
exam.
SPM.
So this is the junior team that go to represent them.
Yeah. And luckily they managed to get a few awards, which is top 3 innovative thinking award and overall ranking 24th place, which
That's
is
amazing.
quite tough
It's quite
to
tough,
get.
actually.
Yes.
Right.
Because there's around 40 countries that is competing in this competition.
40 countries.
Yeah.
40 top countries.
Yes.
Like England, America,
United
countries in
Kingdom.
Europe.
Australia.
Is there any other countries from Asia? Like Japan or Korea, Indonesia?
Singapore.
Singapore.
Not,
Brunei.
how about the Japan and Korea?
They are.
They didn't send a team.
They,
Yeah.
really. Yeah.
So we are currently representing Asia as well. Could be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could put it that way, right? Anything else to show? Okay, thanks for watching. That marks the end of our discussion. But to sum up, and before that, we do going to have a few more episodes of
Yes.
special episodes for the Formula One series, and please stay tuned and look forward for more. Okay, any other last word for our friends and audience, please?
You could check our latest update at our Instagram at Team Bitara.
The link is down here in the comment section, and scan the QR code if you want. Are we going to have QR code? No, sorry for that.
So let's join F1 and let's put Malaysia on top 3 every
Yes.
year.
I mean, every year.
Yes, every year.
It is confirmed that our team will be in the finals.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay. I hope the audience agree with me, as in we pray for the best of you and your team, and hopefully you'll bring something
Thank you
back
very
to
much.
Malaysia. Stay tuned, people, in the next episodes. Bye bye.
Bye.